In my last few campaigns, I've been getting cost per registrants between $1.5 to $3, and I've even had lower than that after spending upwards of 4K and higher. By the end of this video, I want you to understand the process it takes to launch an ad campaign for your webinar so that you can implement it straight away. And so you can achieve that, I'm going to share the entire process of how I structure ad campaigns and creatives so you can do it and do the same thing as me. About a few months ago, I was mainly doing organic launches and I was seeing a decent amount of success with it, but I still had this dream of wanting to hit consistent 50K and 100K plus launches every single webinar. And more personally, I just wanted to feel really valuable for the person I'm working for, and like I had an even greater skill gap compared to people who don't know what they're doing. And at this point, I had tried running a few ads for the organic launches we were doing, but I was seeing mediocre to like pretty dead results, 15 like dollar cost per leads and higher. Now, obviously it does depend on the demographic you're working with, but for the ICP, I was trying to attract, the ideal avatar, the customer, the market I was trying to attract. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense for why the cost per lead was that high. And I was just thinking like, is this even worth it? Like, am I wasting my time? Then one day, my mentor at the time gave me an SOP. And currently I was at the stage where I was thinking, do ads even work? Like, do ads actually work? Doing pure organic ones, and the ones I was trying to run ads for just weren't working. Like, I wasn't getting a great amount of demand. So here he is, he gives me an SOP, and he tells me, if you study this and master this, you'll never have to worry about demand again. You'll never have to worry about demand for any launch you do if people spend enough. But at this point, I was personally suffering with a lot of like self-doubt and self-worthiness and thinking, I know what I need to do, but can I execute on it? Am I right for this? Am I able to do what needs to be done? Am I able to coordinate the entire thing correctly so we can actually get the result we're looking for? My brain kept like asking me, if you change everything you're doing, what if it gets even worse? All the time you invest into scripting, helping the client with filming or editing, anything, just giving directions on the entire process. All that time you invest, the money you advise them to spend. Imagine you change the entire strategy and it gets even worse. That was the biggest fear I had in my mind, is just it not getting better. But as you know, you can't be a pussy. When you try and take big risks and like do big launches and shit, like you can't be thinking about what goes wrong. Yes, you should have calculated all the things and a financial model so you know what to expect, but you have to take that gamble. And the guy who gave me that SCP, my mentor, was also the same person who pushed me over the edge and gave me the confidence that I should take the risk and suggesting what I knew for my clients. Cool, so me and my clients are now getting to work on this new strategy I've been given. The first event is coming around where I'm applying this. So the ads have been running, all that type of stuff. I've pressed launch on the campaign about a week ago, so we ran it for 7 to 10 days. Anyways, as I'm turning it off, I wanted to check the CPI. I was too scared to even check it because I just didn't think it was going well. And we agreed on the amount we were going to spend, but I was like, oh, I don't know. Anyways, I finally check it for 7 to 10 days, and I'm at a $5 cost per lead. So 3 times less than what I was doing before. I was happy. I thought like I was just give it medicine to save lives with. That's how crazy it was for me to experience this. And that theme of a reducing CPL kept getting lower and lower and lower for every single event I was doing thereafter that. And in my most recent launch, I think I just showed you now, we had a $1.13 cost per lead on our best ad. And that's the one that spends the most. That's what it does in this new Andromeda update. It has like 2 to 3 that win, and all the spend goes there. So even lower than $1.5. And it's because I think we have a framework down now that we call proof first ads. And so that I can articulate that to you, these are the 3 steps that I follow when thinking about the creatives I'm going to launch inside of it and the whole campaign in general. The first one is all your ads should speak to the mass desire or pain point. A lot of ads do not call out quick enough the conversation people are having in their minds. And when people say that, I was like, wait, what do you even mean? So if you are thinking something, let's just say you feel broke. If someone said, you're feeling broke because of XYZ, boom, that's straight into your mind. So that like algebraic equation for this, or the fill in the gap sentence for this is, you're experiencing XYZ because of ABC. So for one of our events is, you're experiencing designs which are flopping before you even start creating them because you have blank canvas syndrome. So this is just saying, this is calling what they're thinking. They're thinking, well, I'm bad at designs, bad at this. And we've justified that feeling that they have. We're telling them that they're right for feeling that. And here's why. And if you want to get over that, because no one wants to be in pain forever, this is what you should do. So we provided the solution to that pain point that they were discussing and having inside of their mind. The second thing, which is more of a campaign level for these proof first ads, is you will need 20 to 30 per campaign. We use open targeting, make it broad. 5 primary texts. Now it's the same 5 primary texts for all. Obviously it just rotates through them. 1 headline and 1 description. Actually, sorry, no, 5 headlines, 1 description. And I found that with this Andromeda update, what we're seeing is a lot of people watch the ads. So they come across the video ads first, sorry. And from that, if they don't book in from that, they'll get hit with the image ones. And that kind of acts as like a retargeting sort of. And that's when people are reminded, oh yeah, I need to book in for this. But it's also that image ads are one of our best performing because it calls out that mass desire or pain point straight away. The third thing that we follow for our proof first ads is that you need to display or mention proof as soon as possible. So for our ads right now, the kind of structure that we were following was call out your ICP by the name that they would also describe themselves as. So in our best performing ad, we said designer because my client's a designer and his audience also would call themselves a designer. So here we've spoken straight to the market we are trying to attract. Then we proceed to mention the big names. So this is proof. So designer who creates merch for these big names. But for you, this could just be property owner with 60 homes reveals his secrets in a free design workshop, in a free workshop. That's it. That third part we had on the end, which was a free design workshop or revealed in a free design workshop, is curiosity for them. They're thinking they can get all these answers, all this pain that they've been experiencing, all these questions they've had in their mind that they just need to find a reason for why they've been experiencing this and what they should be doing instead. They found what can answer that. This free design workshop. And you continue that theme obviously onto the registration page. But those 3 things used together have gotten us the results we've seen. And for this event, we spent, on the most recent one, we only spent 1.3K and we got 1,182 registrants. Honestly, it's insane. It's genuinely insane. But that's the point of what I'm trying to hit with this. Proof first ads. Direct straight to the point works. Image ads are crushing right now because you get to the point straight away. Obviously the offer plays a factor in there because it's a free workshop. Now with all this knowledge I have as well, I can now be more aggressive and advise my clients more aggressively on how much we should spend for our events because I know that they'll perform 10 times better than they would have done in the past. Can you imagine if your ads perform 10 times better than they do now? All metrics staying the same, conversions, show up rates, but it just performs 10 times better. It's unreal. Imagine seeing $6 CPMs, and that's what we saw. But the biggest thing I was happy about was that it made me feel 10 times more confident in my abilities and that anyone who takes and implements my knowledge will see an equally great return too. Obviously, I can't make income claims and stuff like that, but I know what it did for me. I know the confidence it gives you knowing you've cracked paid ads. Obviously the platform will change and things will change eventually, but human psychology won't. Giving someone certainty and speaking to the conversation in their head and leading with curiosity will work in no matter what format. And I think that is why we've seen so much success with it overall. So give this a go. Remember to speak to the mass desire or pain point in their mind as soon as you can. Have 20 to 30 creators per campaign. You can leave it open. You can, again, test it with lookalikes and stuff like that, interests, but we mainly just run them open. And obviously exclude registrants from it as well and exclude people who've already bought because they don't need to obviously see it, the ads. And the third is obviously display or mention proof as soon as possible.